Wassail horses. This is the 9th new moon. I've come outside for your reading because I know how much you like freedom of the outdoors. And I'm lying on the grass. Oh, wrong deck. And we're beginning your reading with an overall energy from the Odin deck. This is the moon of molecular bliss. It's a supermoon. So, can we please have an energy for the horses? Can we please have an energy for the horses? Can we please have an energy for the horses? There we go. I'm not going to look at it. And now I've mixed Les Chemins de l'Ival with the Mystical Shaman deck. And we're looking for 12 cards. Tell us your part of this ongoing saga from Rat, because it seems to be one long message. There's lots of butterflies floating around, really small ones. They seem to be a soft lavender colour. So can we have some cards please for horses? Oh, there's a beautiful butterfly there. There's also something crawling up my leg. But now that I know flies are here to eat away all the unnecessary old frequencies, I'm happy for all kinds of little critters to wander over me. Oh, that was a bit of a big spillage. Such a beautiful day here. I went in the sea first thing so that I could do the Pick a Dragon reading. So everything's out of time. But I would like to go back in the sea again. There seems to be a message to do with your heart and emotions. Oh, that critter is going into some very intimate places. Up the inside of my thighs. Right. Oh my god, it's so cheeky, that fly. Oh, and I'm not allowed to move it. I have to accept that it's just... Oh no, that's 3. I just want 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards. That fly or whatever it is that's crawling on me. Right, so... The self, the vessel, this is molecules. Madir. So, let me just have a look at the story. Okay, so Madur. This is the vessel. This is the body. This is the molecules. This is earthing, putting all your energy into the earth so that you can create space for growth. And the earth is bringing up gifted energy to you, horses. And you begin in an energy of earth abundance. We have corn. Corn is about being in a place of growth. This card today is talking about like grasshopper spirits. The spirits of grasshoppers. I know they're maize and they're the wispy bits at the top of the maize, but as I look at them, they're like a load of sort of meerkat sprites who are actually grasshopper spirits. And grasshoppers are about taking a leap of faith. And they're about jumping high, leaping up, running free, wild. That sense of you being wild. And it's followed by Lefer, which is the heart. And here we have a tiny hummingbird coming in, but it's scattered all around this card with a series of squares, forming like the patterns of Parisian pavements, and warped checkerboards, like the moves that you think you need to make are not quite the moves that you have to make. And you're still running around, I kind of want to say, wearing your heart in the wrong place. Because there's a lot of heart symbols that are not quite where they should be. So the earth is trying to lift your heart energy of the natural world, the lower heart, to lift it up so that you can resonate earth energies from within your body. It's the rainmaker, the energy of creating emotions. And that's 42, so 242 might be a very good look. Oh, and you've got 242, but then that bleeds over into 237. 237 is a magical number. It's another frequency of interesting, esoteric magic that you don't see coming. So this wonderful supermoon is bringing a hidden emotional frequency to you. So this has got the energy of water peacock frequency, but it's like the eyes are not focused on the right place. There's something about there being like a kind of emotional distortion for you at the moment. The heart chakra is being lifted up and it's being pulled into place by a kind of kingfisher energy, as if you've got to go and wait and watch and look, spot some kind of sign in the natural world to help you to connect your lower heart chakra into your chest so that it's in the right place. So I'm being drawn to the moon over her head. There's like a vessel, the prow of a ship forming. It's kind of sort of talking about how you've got to go on a slightly emotional journey, but it's an emotional journey to connect with There's two lovely little butterflies there, and one of them's just settled on a piece of clover, and it's got like bronze wings with mauve in between. I hope they fly by in a moment and come into shot to give you that transformative magic that you're working on. So yeah, you need to go into an emotional journey in this first 2 weeks of the new moon from the 17th into the natural world to see your emotional place in the natural world and how that's formed. We've got the card of the moon coming here for you. So again, this is about wearing your emotions. That butterfly flew so close then. Wearing your emotions in the wrong place. And in the background is your rainmaker in the sky, struggling to come forwards. It's like everything's in alignment, but you need to spot, you need to work with the natural world to spot the energy, to have it appear with its gifts for you. It's a little bit like me saying, I hope the butterflies come in, but they don't. It's like the signs are there, but you're not able to see them properly, horses. So I need to move that wire because I'm pulling it with my elbow. The next energy frequency that you have is Pachamama, and she is the mountain goddess. She is the Gaia energy of the Andean people. And oh, there's another fly crawling up my belly in another really odd place. It's coming with fire. But this is cosmic fire. So she's not looking you in the eye because you're not looking her in the eye. You're not connecting with the natural world in the way that you're expected to, horses. And I feel like I need to say that that's because, you know, we train horses to be ridden, and they're not natural. They don't want to be ridden. They want to run free. And you want to run free, but you've kind of been trained to follow rules, and you almost need to break out of those rules. So in this card of Lefer, it's like your natural world heart has grown into a whole load of ivy with heart-shaped leaves that's stopping you from working out what your emotional truth is within the natural world. And yet inside this white fire of cosmic flame, there's an energy frequency of a spiral forming with new leaf growth. And these leaves are not heart-shaped because they're not acting as false emotions. They're true, brilliant white leaves. And there's a balance between two orbs. So there's a real sense of bringing your two hearts together, but again, as I say, they're not fully formed in preparation for that. And that's because you're not resonating in your truth. So this card with the figure stepping forwards and the sword hidden inside that white light to be pulled out is your truth, and it's your spiritual truth, because Owl is here. And this is the first time that now you're seeing what you lack. You're seeing that spiritual truth. You're seeing that purpose that's unfulfilled through programming, because the heart symbol now has moved up to the crown chakra. So there's a realignment that takes place for you at the moment to understand all of the inner workings of your energy frequencies. And there's a sense of fives in these tiny little blossom flowers, and then there's 3 of them falling from the kind of rules, the structure of what you were is falling away, and we've got that sense of all of the molecules, your molecules are being transformed by this moon. This excitement is coming back. It's like remembering you're a wild horse. Oh, wild woman. There now. And she's got the heart in the right place. You're not free. You're not allowing yourself the freedoms that you're meant to have, horses. And she's lifting herself out from the branches of the natural world. She is part of the natural world. And all around in the moon, in the distance, are tiny little birds flying around. But I am getting that sense of them being dragons, because this morning all over the hills there were lots of people doing the hand gliding in those kind of giant kites, and it was like there were huge dragons flying all over the place. One shot over during my dragon reading and cast a brief line of darkness, and then one landed almost in front of me here in the garden when I was having a coffee. It landed on the beach, but its entire wingspan kite folded in front of me. And actually her bodice is very much the kind of colours that wonderful image of the kite was, the giant kite with the person attached. So that's about freedom. It's about freedom. And that's this message is. You're in a place of abundance, but your heart is in the wrong place, but you're seeking your freedom. And now we have 4 and 4. We have resilience, la résilience. I need to show you the card, and then I need to have a good look at it, because there's a lot of very strong energy inside this card. So there's a tiny hummingbird leaving the scene. Earlier we had a hummingbird in the wrong place. So this sense of the trappings of rules that you've been following, it's time to almost chase that false hummingbird away. It's like a promise that is made to you through society by giving you rules for how you can live a better life, and you've learned to be saddled and ridden and worn out and fed occasionally and all of that kind of thing, and actually it's time now to roar like a lion, to bring your emotional truth into the natural world. So this is very much about lower heart chakra work. And when you accept that energy of your true place in the natural world as a free spirit, you get the beauty way. So the earth unfolds its entire lotus so that you can take off and transform in that beautiful energy of dragonfly. It's full of magic. Oh, and a tiny weeny little fly has just landed on the card. It has the markings and sparkles of that dragonfly, the same rainbow colours, and it's got a lovely little striped body. It's staring at me. Aww. So the world is waiting for you, horses. It's waiting to embrace you, to change your entire perception of the world around you. because it ends with so you've got 4-4 there, 4-4 and then 2-4 coming. So 4-4-2-4 might be worth a look. And it'll make a change for Sasha, who's always got 4-4-1-4. So, le regard. To see a brand new truth. This is where you're heading. All the energy is transforming. Look, and it's in this card when I talked about the ivy being the false hearts, the false love, and then around here there are these white, clean emotions forming. You're now going to see those clean emotions. They're forming around you, and inside the eye there is this wonderful fractal spiral. So that's beautiful. There's all kinds of wonderful symbols and light language forming around you. It's a promise of an upload, an energy coming from the earth grid when you connect your heart into the right place, horses. So that's really rather beautiful. Anyway, that's your message, horses. Wassail.